Testimony of Apocalypse. I covered them in April with Fruit of My Enemy. They are a progressive thrash/death three-piece with a big sound. I referred to the track as being kind of gnarly, and it took you through all these different twists and turns. Anyway, they are back. They have a new single. There's an album coming up in early 2025. It's going to be called Agony in the Garden. But today I'm reacting to a track called Refraction. Have to be careful there. Refraction. It's a refraction reaction, and it's the first single from this album, and it's been nearly a kind of a launch. Nearly a year since the launch of their 2023 album, The Offering, and this was a star-studded kind of album with 10 different musicians. But they say that during the creation, Derek Corzine played a pivotal role as a multi-instrumentalist and producer, and while he was an unofficial member at the time, he is now kind of joined the crew, and the official lineup now includes Paul Graham on drums, Nick Pacitti, I think, on guitars, apologies if I get the pronunciation wrong, Derek Corzine on vocals and bass, and there's a guest guitarist here, Cameron Nealey, adding some lead guitar on selected tracks. So a renewed focus. This is Refraction. This is a bit different to what I was expecting. I've got a feeling this is going to lull you in to a false sense of security. Could be wrong. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, here we go. Into the thrash. Yeah. Refraction dance. Yes. A mesmerizing sight. Transforms the dark to hues of light. So make it Christ. Shatter the night, to shadows deep, to colors bright. Oh yeah, lovely as fuck, I love it. A ray is cast, the spirit transforms, the shadows pass, from darkest night. Daylight's blast. Our souls reflect. His love is lost. Surrender soul. He lives to sound. As faith ignites a holy flame to shine through lights. Relentless strength. Oh, piano, hello. Not for long. fade out. There's just something about the fade out that I just think is just, it's so kind of disappointing, because you just want to move it on into the next piece. But you know, I understand that it is a choice of ending. Okay, so for me, I love that. I think it's such a huge sound upgrade. I think in the beginning, those guitars were perhaps a little bit overpowered at the expense of the drums, which is why it sort of took a little bit of time to kind of sort of get into the rhythm. But essentially, as soon as that thrash section opened up, wow, everything, all hell broke loose. I've got to compliment the vocals here. There's such a wide range of styles, and they all punch when they exactly need to punch. And the introduction of Cameron as lead guitarist, well, it's providing some lead there. Wow, it's elevated that section entirely. Again, so gnarly, so brutal, so many twists and turns. The clean section at the end kind of made for a nice uplifting after all of that death and doom, and was perhaps more congruent in the final kind of section place than it was in the opening. But we're listening to like a very dynamic band here, and how this sits in with the album, I'd like to know that. I like to view albums as a creation, and unfortunately we're very, well, in order to get all of the right social media exposure and make the best of everything, you know, the tendency now is, for marketing purposes, to get yourself discovered, to kind of go single by single by single by single. But I come from an age where we used to queue up outdoors for waiting for record shops to open to get the full package, and there was nothing. There's nothing so amazing than just getting that album that you've been waiting for, and you devour it as a whole piece, you know, the card inlay, the booklet inlay, and everything like this. And then you go home, you know, and like me, you know, put some headphones on at full volume and absorb the whole thing. So I cannot wait for this album, Agony in the Garden, which again, what is this Agony in the Garden? Are we alluding to you know, the Garden of Adam and Eve? Are we talking of garden as a reflection of kind of mankind's existence, the world? I don't know. It'd be interesting to know the concept and how everything all fuses together. So I'm excited. So if you like this, then go and follow them. That's the most important thing that comes out of anything that I try to do here in my videos. And I will be rebooting the playlist, and this will feature on it. And there you go. That was Testimony of Apocalypse with Refraction. This was a Refraction reaction.